Welcome back, my friends, to the second episode of the Creative Character series, the show where we hunt for hidden characters living inside everyday objects and shapes. Today, we're using this specific symmetrical shape to spark our imagination. I'm going to reveal the character I found, plus a few incredible suggestions from your comments. You all had so many great ideas. They actually inspired me to dive into two specific icons from the worlds of SpongeBob SquarePants and Super Mario. I'll be breaking down the specific traits that make a character look just right versus a little off, which will help you know exactly what to look for in future shapes. But first, let's test your creativity. For me, this one was instant. I couldn't unsee it. It was a buzzing mosquito. A bzzz. Speaking of finding characters, I've been hard at work on the character design kits I mentioned in the last video. These kits are packed with a library of shapes I've collected over the years, along with instructions on how to deconstruct them to find your own characters. I'm still refining the format to make sure it is as fun and as useful as possible. In fact, over Christmas, I made some interactive Symmetry object calendars for my friends and family. That experiment really helped me dial in how these kits could work. If you want to try it yourself, the free sample kit is still available on my website and Discord. Please grab it, try it out, and let me know what you think. Your feedback is helping me build the final version. Now let's look at the inspiration that came directly from you. Here's what you found in this shape. First off, we have a cute little rat. A bunch of you saw Squidward. And fun fact, the first time I watched SpongeBob was in German. Guess what his name is? It's Thaddeus. Don't ask me why. What's his name in your language? And here we have an attempt at Mario. For this suggestion, I got a little bit confused. The comment was actually meant for a different shape, but anyway, I committed to it and I started drawing it, and it somehow worked anyway, and that just goes to show that you can just really get creative with these shapes. It ended up looking a little bit more like Luigi. And even though this character looked like Luigi, it actually has Mario's features. So I decided to remove the L and replace it with a bulb to represent the creativity of this series. Now let's go a little bit more into detail on how to draw Squidward. Or in other words, let's compare how Squidward actually looks versus the shape that we have and the things that are similar and not similar. The first thing that obviously stands out and that is absolutely accurate is that very rounded mushroom head. That is the same in the real character and in our shape. His head is quite narrow, but at the same time it's actually wider than the points where the mushroom head finished in our shape. I needed to expand that a little bit and then make the face a lot straighter. So he doesn't have that much of chubby cheeks or a rounded face. He has actually quite a straight face, and then his mouth is almost like a square, like a slightly curved square. The contrast from the rounded head to the edgy cheeks and mouth shape actually shows a really great level of balance in art. Balance is super important to make something feel more beautiful or more appealing. If we want to enter a little bit into the psychology of character personality, have you ever heard of the expression to be a square? That is usually used when you want to describe a person that is considered boring, rigid, inflexible, or maybe narrow-minded. Does that sound familiar? Well, if you don't know the show, Squidward is exactly that. Keep this information in mind when you're creating your own characters, because you can be a lot more intentional about what personality you want to convey by choosing the right shapes. Next, let's take a look at Mario, or Luigi, whichever way you want to look at it. Here again, the distinctive part of the shape is that rounded mushroom head, which here for Mario looks like the hat that he has, and so does Luigi. But Mario has a much wider, actually almost baby-like face shape. He has a wider face, yet all his features kind of fill out his whole face, making him cuter. The rest of the features really remain the same. Mario does have kind of a squiggly lined beard, big eyes, a very minimalist mouth, and arched eyebrows. This actually, as I was drawing, this reminded me of the mini game that you have in one of the Mario games where you have to actually draw him exactly to get points. I don't know if you know what I'm referring to, but this is actually quite funny to redraw. But yeah, much wider face, kind of cutesy-esque, very baby-esque, so features very big for the size of the head compared to our shape, which is a little bit more lengthy, a little bit more Luigi-esque, a little bit longer face, more proportioned and more mature or adult, if you will. And before I show you the final results, I just wanted to share with you a few honorable mentions. I didn't end up drawing them simply because I was a little bit worried that I could get into trouble with YouTube here. However, thank you so much for your comments. I saw them, I acknowledged them, and I really enjoyed reading them. We're about to see the final characters, but before we do, here's the challenge for our next video. Look closely what character is hidden in there. Drop your ideas in the comments. If you get them in early enough, I might just feature your suggestion in the next episode. And here they are, the full cast of characters we discovered together from just one single shape. Enjoy! Thank you so much for watching and for sharing your inspiration with me. It's amazing what we can find when we look a little closer. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!